Tonight we're going to talk about building a relationship with your students and the best ways to do that with adult learners and what benefits there are to doing it. Students learn best and participate more fully in an environment where they feel safe from ridicule or harassment when they're wrong. When we create this environment, we break social and psychological barriers. This allows for an increase in engagement, creativity, and participation by the student. They're going to feel comfortable. They're going to want to share their ideas. They're going to want to discuss more the topics that you're teaching. It will take you time and effort to build this relationship. Possible avenues that you could use to accomplish this: you could have one-on-one time with each student. You could take an interest in some of their interests. To do that, you're going to have to maybe do a get-to-know-you activity at the beginning of the year. You're going to share your stories. If they know you're not scared to share with them, they're going to be more willing to share with you. Attend their events. If they're in sports, if they have extracurricular plays, musicals, things like that, take an interest in their lives, and they're going to show that you're committed. It's going to show that you're committed to helping them, and they're going to be more willing to give you more of themselves. Adult learners are going to be different from your K-12 students. I think connecting with them one-on-one is going to be the most effective. Take the time, talk to them. Find out why they're there. Find out what their ultimate goals are, what their short-term goals are, what their long-term goals are. You need to know what they're expecting, and you can have a discussion with them as to what they're expecting versus what's really going to happen, or if the two meet up exactly. I think that's going to lead to more responses and more information, and it's going to give you what you're looking for. Once you have taken the time with each student and learned about them, you may find that they have viewpoints that do not necessarily match with yours. Now, as a professional, as an instructor, as a teacher, we come across this a lot. I'm going to share a story with you. My husband and I, we've been married now. It'll be 9 years this June. We have numerous areas where we do not see eye to eye. Our viewpoints are, his are one end of the spectrum, mine are the other. That doesn't make me love him any less. That doesn't make me think he's any less of a person. I still respect him, and I can still learn things from him, and he can still learn things from me. It's important in life that we realize not everybody's going to agree with our viewpoints. And they're not going to agree with each other's viewpoints. This should not influence how you teach the individual or how you grade any information that they turn in. If they are doing their work and handing it in as directed and they're following the guidelines, you have to be impartial, even if they don't agree with what you believe is correct. When having discussions in class, you're going to probably run into this also. You're going to run into students that have differing viewpoints. This is where you have the opportunity to lead by example. Let them know that it's okay not to agree, that you can discuss the differences, and maybe they can learn from each other and maybe learn to look at things from another person's point of view. Maybe they'll learn something and not necessarily change their point of view, but it might impact the way they express their point of view. Helping your students learn they can discuss their differences without getting upset opens a door for other discussions. Culture and diversity are probably some of the huge topics that create a lot of the viewpoints that people do not agree upon. If we can bring that into the classroom and we can teach them and guide them and help them understand that these things can be discussed, and we can understand another person's choices and another person's beliefs and another person's viewpoints that are different from theirs. We need to embrace the differences and use them in our instruction so that the students learn that it's okay to look at other things. Leading by example. No one is better than anyone else, just different. They still deserve to be treated with compassion and respect.